Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another 1v1 Daily Masters cast. I'm going to be casting a PvT today here, and I think both of these players are actually European, so this may be from some sort of European Cup, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and introduce the players. Down the bottom left side of the map, it is going to be none other than Bunny. And we have actually seen him in a couple of things. I think he was definitely in a couple of the WCS tournaments, I think. Maybe? No, he was in the Home Story Cup anyway, and he got into one of the earlier rounds of that, and we saw him play a few games. I think I may have cut a few games out of that. So yes, very, very awesome player. He's from Denmark. He plays for the Copenhagen Wolves team. And he's currently number 95 on the WCS with 475 points. My apologies, I'm getting a little bit confused all over the place. Down the bottom right side of the map, it is of course going to be Grubby. He is from the Netherlands. He's part of a whole bunch of teams actually. I don't think he's part of a team, but he's got a whole bunch of sponsors including Twitch TV, BenQ and Trademo. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And he's currently number 33 on the WCS with 1,775 points. So he definitely looks like he's in it to win it as far as this game is concerned. And yeah, let's go checking out the game. PvT, always very, very awesome. Wow. Going for a, it can't be before supply depot, but it is going to be a command center before barracks. And that's very, very early timing. Yeah, I mean, PvT, TVP, all that sort of stuff, you don't often see the command center coming out first because it is quite easy for players to put out a bit of early pressure. We could be seeing like a Stalker Mothership Core or something like that coming out from Grubby, and that could be out in as little as about a minute and a half from now. And yeah, I mean, Bunny is going to need quite a few Marines to deal with that. But he is going for the double barracks, so command center into double barracks build, which sort of negates the risk that you put yourself in when you build that command center. So you get out two barracks, you start pumping out just pure Marines from them, and you get a bunker over here ASAP, and that usually you can hold off with that. So that's the one early command center build, which I'd actually say is not a massive risk, just because having those Marines coming out, putting in the bunker, it kind of negates that risk by quite a bit. And we've actually got a third barracks coming out here. I did not expect that, but we'll see. He really wants to get some early pressure out. But here we go, here's the Mothership Core coming out. There's a probe. Is he going to pump out a Stalker as well? He's trying to build one, but he was a bit supply capped there. So yes, Stalker is going to be coming out. He's got his own expansion come up. It's going to be a little bit later. And Buddy, who's already got the orbital up. Whether or not we are going to be seeing a bunker here, I just do not know. But looks like Grubby's not pushing out with his Mothership Core. Maybe waiting for the Stalker. Maybe just not going to be pushing out at all. We do have a pylon coming out. And Gate Tech is only about halfway done. So we do have a Stargate coming out. There's probably for some Oracle Tech. Something like that. Very nice little jump micro from the Marines to take that out. Usually their firing rate is not that fast, but you can reset when they start firing by moving them and then stopping them, so it allows them to fire much faster than normal, but it's a little jumpy, jerky thing that they do. So yeah, not much faster than they do, maybe a little bit faster than they normally would. But here we go, here's the Oracle coming out. Gate Tech still almost there, but not quite. And we haven't got a whole lot of gateways anyway, still only one. So here we go, that Marine Scout, gonna be seeing the Stalker coming in. They're gonna jump into the bunker, but the Mothership Core, oh, Buddy, actually with all those Marines, has put a ton of them out near the command center. He's well aware of the possibility of a Mothership Core coming in, and that could have been devastating right now if all these Marines are out the front near the bunker, but he has got 6 of them in here. Mothership Core doing a little bit of a scout around, and yeah, not going to be doing much. Here we go, the Marines coming in, and that was a lost cause. I don't think he was ever going to be able to kill that. So yeah, we do have a Reaper coming in, a Stalker warping in straight away, and the Reaper going around the long way, trying to keep it out, and Grubby realizing, yeah, maybe I should put a pile on there to stop it from running around that way. But, oh, very nice micro. The Reaper does get one worker, and that is pretty big for a Reaper, because usually they don't get squat all. So, being able to run there. The Oracle, oh man, there's just Marines everywhere, and it's got a few kills though. It's got quite a few. Manages to kill the worker, taking that out, and there is a missile turret up, so he can sort of kill the ones mining gas, but he does have to get out of there straight away. And look at that, 6 kills. Very, very nice job by that Oracle. But here comes the Reaper. We're going to see a Stalker warped in around here somewhere, unless the gateways are off their cooldown. Here we go. The Stalkers just could not warp in, so he just had to take the existing one, push it away. Oh, just gets destroyed. What do we got here? Another Stalker just keeping watch outside the main base of Bunny. So they've done a bit of harassment so far. This Oracle might be coming back for seconds, see if he can get some more kills off this gas maybe. But so far they're really transitioning into the mid game. We do have a robotics facility and a robotics bay. Couple of forges. We've got 3 gateways out, so no, it's just an observer. I thought maybe it was another Oracle. And we've got the second base mining very nicely, so looks like Grubby's going to be heading into the Colossus tech. Meanwhile, Bunny looks fully set up for some Triple M. He does have 2 barracks with tech labs and one with the reactor, so he does look like he's going to be getting a bunch of Marauders, and probably another barracks with a reactor will be coming out fairly soon, just to pump up those Marine numbers. But right now he really wants to pump up his Marauder numbers. And here we go, these guys hoping to cut off the Oracle as it runs back. They have a look, they can't see it, so they run out again, and then the Oracle comes forward. And here's the scouting factory as well. Factory now completely obsolete because he doesn't really need anything else. Yeah, I don't know why Terran players don't try Widow Mines against Protoss. I mean, they work so well against Zerg, and they work pretty well against other Terrans, sort of, but against Protoss, they don't really use them. Maybe the Protoss users are just so beefy, it's just not worth their time. Beautiful force fields here, and wiping out a few Terran units. Look at this guy, man. He was in a few pieces, quite a few pieces. There we go. Now they're rocking up, and the Nexus overcharge is going to be trying to even it out. Bunny still feels like he's got the advantage of force field, cutting these guys in half, and then the Colossus comes out trying to find the right range. I think it's got the right range, but a mini drop actually up this cliff to try and chase the Colossus down. The Colossus barely manages to survive and take out its units, but the oh, he's got a single Marauder. He's going to drop it. There we go. The Colossus goes down. What a clutch move there by Bunny to take out that Colossus, and it was so worth it because Colossus are just so expensive. Great job. Manages to block the 3rd base with a factory. Might as well. And with a small group of reinforcements, he's going to continue to push in. See what else he can do. Just try and keep the pressure on Grubby right now. He's doing a fairly good job, but reinforcements coming in, and this is going to be too much for Bunny to deal with. These 3 Zealots and the 2 Stalkers is too much. Oracle taking out one last Marauder for the main force is just moved away, and he's constantly having to wait for reinforcements before he can move in. Oh, we'd love to get this Colossus, but that's just too much damage. He just cannot deal with it, and he may be pushed away for good for now. So we will see. It looks like he's got to stop doing the push, but he's got his own 3rd base right now. He's got a missile turret there. He's already got a missile turret over there. So he's doing alright, and he's got to probably just leave that factory there just to keep blocking that Nexus for as long as he possibly can. And Bunny, I feel like Bunny did a pretty good job there. He didn't really kill a lot. In fact, that unit's lost is completely out of date. It's not. We don't have one of the new replays, so we can't really see it. Bunny's a little bit ahead. I don't think he killed too many workers in that exchange, mainly just army units. Oh, very nice catch here by Bunny. See that Warp Prism coming in. Unfortunately, the Zealots stopping the Marine forces from taking out that Warp Prism, but the factory is he's just flying around, making a nuisance of himself. Probably going to try and scout. I don't know how much he can scout because he's so damn slow, but he's trying to keep away from the Stalkers as much as possible. And he is going to get a full scout off of this main base, seeing how many gateways are there, seeing the robotic facility. Not really anything that he would not have expected, so not really anything crazy. And there we go. Yeah, not really anything crazy. So that factory is probably, may actually make it. to the corner of the base. Oh, this is going to be a good scout right here. If the factory scouts this, and it looks like it will, that is going to be very, very awesome. That's going to be critical. Seeing that Templar archives is going to be critical for Bunny to scout. And I would not be surprised at all to see a Ghost Academy coming up very, very, very soon from Bunny, because yeah, he needs something to counter those High Templar. And ghosts are it, but there we go. Ghost Academy coming out straight away. And oh, the Warp Prism coming in. The Zealot going nuts in there. Where are he's actually a bit supply capped in terms of his forces. So it's going to be a while before he actually gets some reinforcements. He's sending back some that he was sending out before. Actually stimming in, but a whole bunch more Zealots have come in. And suddenly Bunny having to retreat inside his own base to take care of these guys. He's got to keep pushing in. Going for these other Zealots. Oh, they're just going nuts. And Grubby definitely evening out the worker numbers. Bunny was obviously in the lead before. Not so much anymore. And here we go. Look at this massive force. Very Marauder heavy, but still with a very decent amount of Marines in there. And he's got a very decent amount of Vikings as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Vikings. And that is going to be very good. He's getting out a ton of Ghosts as well. He's got level 2 for weapons and armor on the way. Grubby, the same, level 2 weapons and armor. He's got his armor a little bit further ahead, but Bunny's got his weapons a little bit further ahead. So overall, pretty good. Not doing a very good job of spotting those observers, but then again, you do need the eagle eye to see those things when you don't have detection. So pretty nice. And whoa, doing a bit of scan just to see where the army is at. He sees the High Templars, so yes, he was fully expecting them by now. And not much else going on, I guess. Warp Prism coming around for the other side. What has it got? Couple of High Templars. This could be devastating right here. This could be really, really, really devastating. Look at this guy just running out the front, just stim and run to try and scout. But here is what we're worried about. Look at the storms going to come in. Oh, the storms. That was quite devastating. I don't know how many workers got lost, but there were quite a few. And here we go. The Ghost coming in. Going to be taking out the Zealots. I don't know how good they're going to be against the Archon though. That is the question. Oh, running the workers into the Archon. Not the best decision I've ever seen. But the Ghosts are going to take it out. And meanwhile, a bunch of Zealots coming in here as well. The Missile Turret's like, damn, if only I could tilt as well as turn, I could take these guys out. But it's not going to happen. Oh, look at the main army. Storm's going down, but most of it's Marauders, so the Storms are not that effective. The Vikings coming into a good position. Going to be chasing the Colossus. Chasing the Mothership Core, actually. The Colossus manages to survive. He's only got one Colossus. It's mainly just High Templar attack at the moment. And the Time Warp slowing these guys down so much. Beautiful Storms getting off on them. And Bunny's starting to lose quite a bit to those High Templar. He's not been able to counter them as well as he would like. And so far the Vikings looking a little bit useless, but oh man, look at this. He's kept most of his army up here actually to take out the Nexus. The Nexus goes down. But now he is a bit of a tricky spot. The Vikings not being able to do much. And the Triple M's going to have to stim and run. They got way too much. They've been way too beat up. They need to get out of there. And I don't know. I have a feeling a lot of these guys are going to die. And one last Storm trying to get off. But I think Bunny managed to dodge most of it. And here we go. Going to have to rebuild the Nexus over there. ASAP. Because, oh, he does not have enough minerals yet. He's long distance mining to get those minerals, or sort of long distance mining because he's still mining up here. But there we go, the Nexus going down, and Bunny looking like he's in a bit of trouble economically. He's, well, no, actually, he's got a ton of workers. He just does not have the Nexi to actually mine off them. Bunny is the one who's really in trouble. He's got crap all workers at the moment. He really needs to build him back up again. And, yeah, we will see. Army-wise, Bunny's actually got a very decent amount. He's 30 ahead, so he's doing quite alright. But his Viking number's been completely obliterated, and now we see the genius of Grubby. He got rid of all of those Vikings before, and now he's got a Colossus out once again. Just when I was saying he was going to go for mass High Templar tech, not really using Colossus, he's building Colossus again, and that is going to be really, really awesome. But actually sniping some stuff here. Oh, where did that storm come from? That High Templar, man. Oh, feedback. So good. So very, very good. Yeah. And the storm's really, really bad on these guys. And these guys are just like, screw this, we're going home. So they're retreating back out of there. And Grubby patiently waiting for this to get up, because until this goes up, he is economically screwed right here. I mean, look at that income. Even with 20 more workers, his mineral income is still like 2/3 of Bunny's at the most. And now it's going to skyrocket. Now it is really going to just jump up like a huge amount. It's slowly jumping up, but it's getting there, and now he is definitely back in the game economically. So we will just have to see. Actually, Bunny looking like he's going down. I think he's relying a lot on mules to keep this income up. He's got 2 mules at the moment. Probably needs to pop down a couple more. But he is losing a lot of scans as well. And here he goes, actually making the move to take out this base again. It's a great move. And oh, the storm's coming down though. And the storm's coming down from both directions. And Bunny may have been a little bit too overeager to take out this base, because he ended up getting trapped between the new reinforcements here and the main army coming up from behind him. So it was a nice thought, but the execution, yeah, I mean, he's just got owned by Grubby. Grubby had a beautiful plan to counter that, and Bunny was just in the wrong place, man. He really got owned there. So that is definitely a big blow for him, having lost all of those guys to all of those storms, and now he's in a bit of trouble. Now we got 3 Colossus on the map. We got a nice amount of ground forces, and Grubby is going to be pushing in and doing the damage. We'll see exactly how well this goes. I think Grubby has it here. If he can keep his Colossus alive, he has it. But that's an if. I mean, there's not a lot of Vikings. There's 4 on the field, and I don't think that's enough. Really, I don't think that's enough to take out that many Colossus. He really needs more. He's only building 1 at the moment. Why is he only building 1? It's probably because he hasn't got enough minerals. He's doing alright though. He's muling it up. He's got a ton of stuff going, but building 4 workers at a time right now. So he's definitely trying to get his income back into shape. He knows he's behind on the worker income. He definitely wants to get that back up, but trying to get other stuff going at the same time. I mean, his gas income definitely needs a bit of a kickstart. He's not mining any gas on his natural expansion. He's mining on his main and on his third only, and he's actually messed up the worker allocation there. That's a bit of a mistake. Definitely needs to take care of that, but he's taking care of the Viking numbers right here. And I think he's in a bit better of a situation. He's got a lot of marauders, not so many marines, but he doesn't have to deal with air, so that's fine. Now he's going to be having a push. Here we go. Actually, a hallucinated Phoenix there, I think. He's going to be holding up the Vikings, but these Vikings doing a very good job. Oh, the High Templar feedbacking 2 ghosts right there. Phenomenal micro, absolutely phenomenal. But here we go, bunch of zealots coming in, drawing the Terran main army back to a defensive position, which I'm sure he did not want to be in. He wants to keep pursuing the Protoss, try and knock out some of those bases, but Grubby just not letting him, and right now doing a fantastic job. You see, even with the mules, Grubby still doing a fantastic job, but Bunny definitely catching up right here. And the Warp Prism drops in this game have been absolutely phenomenal. Just, oh man, Bunny having such a huge trouble dealing with these. And look at these, he's sending a bunch of zealots over here as well. These Marines are not going to cut it. And he's sending over some reinforcements, but he's still going to send a bunch of other ones to sort of defend this base. He's got a couple of Marauders in there, but more guys just keep coming down, trying to save this armor. It's on the edge of death. Finally it goes down. That was very bad. And yeah, the Zealots, I think eventually he's got to take him down, but the main army coming in here, getting some nice storms. The Terran army is cornered, really cornered like rats right here. They do not want to push out, but they, it's just the storms are owning them so badly, and the Zealots just running free all over the place. And we do have some DTs there. The missile turret has gone down, so the DT is free to do whatever he wants. Finally, some forces coming back, but Bunny's just like, you know what? I don't have enough to do this. I really don't. And he is going to give the GG right here. So congratulations to Grubby for really great pressure play. Not only with his main army, but with those warp prisms. Constantly feeding the Zealots in every single which way. And the battle that was fought right here, where Bunny just pushed himself out a little bit too hard to try and take this Nexus out again, and he got caught really badly between some newly warped in Templars over here and the main army over here. Just storms eradicated his entire army, and I think that was the beginning of the end right there. I think that was the start of Bunny's downfall, and eventually Eventually he got knocked down. The funny thing is, he's actually had a ton of units right now, 171 over 188. He had a ton, but he knew he was going to lose them, so that is why he gave the GG. And congratulations to Grubby for very, very well fought victory there. So yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow going to be grabbing another Daily Masters, casting that, so stay tuned for that. This has been Harry Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.